Chill. D-boy hits. Hey, Steve-O, man, pass the weed. Yeah. All right. Welcome to Run Your Mouth Podcast with me, your host, Dre Drizzle. We're going to talk about when men cheat this time. In my previous video, I talked about when women cheat. And in all fairness, these ideas and answers are not definitive, but they could be worth checking into. So with men, it actually can be a little bit more difficult, contrary to the belief that it's more difficult with women. A man can be cheating and still come home and have sex with you just as normal. But with men, the first thing you need to check with a man is at his place of employment, just like the women, right? We know this because these people is around your spouse just as much, or in some cases more than you. Okay? And they're using the term husband, job husband, job wife. That's weird to me. But with men, the next thing you need to check is his finances. Yeah, that's the key thing, finances. If the finances is being thrown off even by a little bit, your antennas need to be rising real high, because in order to date, you have to spend money. You ain't got to smell his nuts. You ain't got to smell his boxers or smelling his pants. You ain't got to do all that. Check them damn finances. They gonna be mad with me because of this, man. Hey. But I gotta be fair, man, because there's some good women out there. The finances gonna tell it. You know what I mean? And some men make enough money to actually be able to support whatever they're doing on the outside of the home, right? So in that case, it's still gonna cause him to not be at home like he used to. You know what I mean? Or in some cases, your pH balance may be thrown off. You start having this foul odor ain't thrown off. Your odor is thrown out. That's your pH balance is off. And it can actually come from him cheating without a condom, because the juices of another woman is getting inside of his penis, and it lives there for a few days. And if he's ejaculating in you, some of her juices is going inside of you. And this thing, your pH balance is thrown off. If it has never been thrown off before, and all of a sudden your pH balance is beginning to be thrown off, you may need to check on it. It's not definitive, but you need to check. This is your life we're talking about. Okay? Some men start to degrade their woman when they're cheating with another woman. Some men slack up on the sex with their woman when they're cheating with another woman. Some men they start not to be as engaging with a woman when they're cheating with another woman. The conversation, he don't want to engage in conversation with you anymore. He's getting this vibe like, wow, he seems really bored. Well, how new relationships go. It's exciting. You know what I mean? You're exploring each other and everything. So He could be in a new exciting relationship that would turn out to be terrible because he think the grass on the other side is greener, and it's not. And I'm talking in terms of, or in context of, when the relationship is going good and somebody decides to just be dirty. There's really no problems like that for the man or the woman to do something like that. But some people are just dirty. They're dirty, and they'll just cheat on you. And some people will be ready to leave. They'll be ready to leave something that's good that you don't poured your whole life into this and into this person. And then they go out and meet somebody that wasn't there for them throughout the years, wasn't support for them throughout the years, and all of a sudden they ready to just leave for the new person who they don't even really know, that could be just a whole demon. No woman can take your man. So you don't be mad with the other woman. No woman can take your man. He left. All right? Because if a woman can take a man, men will begin took every day, like snatched up and missing every day, all day long. Right? We know this. You have to watch out for the signs. Now, I'm not really going to harp on the phone thing, because some people are smart enough to buy a second phone. You can go get one of them Walmart phones, flip phones, $50? So you can't really go by that. But a phone is one of the things you could check. All right? Most of the time, the other woman don't know about you. Well, if he's cheating, that'll work in your favor. But if the other woman knows about you and she just playing the game, that could make things very difficult for you. Because that means if you go through his phone and end up calling that number, she's gonna play into it like, oh, I'm his manager from his job, I was just calling him to blah 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 blah. No, she's gonna play the game with, so it could become difficult, but you still can you'll still find out, because what's done in the dark will come to light. You can still find out. It just would probably take a little longer if the other woman knows about you. And it's more difficult for men, because men don't care. As long as they getting free sex, sex period, they don't care. It ain't like they're gonna be going through her phone and say, hey, I'm screwing your wife or your girlfriend. Men don't do that. That ain't what we do. We getting sex. We getting what the man is getting with no responsibilities. You know, only thing I gotta do is take you on a date. You know, show you a good time here and now. I ain't got to pay none of your bills. You know what I mean? Yeah, throw you something here and there, but most of my income is going to the house. Now, some men can't afford to have two women, but they be the main one out here. The men can't afford two women. They be the main one out here. Oh, baby, I can't, man, I'm short on that. I'm short on the mortgage. Oh, baby, I'm short on the car note. Oh, baby, I'm short. I can't even pay that light bill, that $200 light bill, you know what I'm saying? Man, they shouted me on my check. Nah, nigga, you shouted you on your check. I'm laughing because I know how it go, man. But ladies, y'all got to look out for this, because it's key things you need to look at when you dealing with something like this. Definitely keep up on if you know your pH balance hasn't been thrown off before and it starts to do that, you need to really check into that. Like, you need to start, and don't tell him, oh, my pH balance, you know what I mean? Don't even tell him, because you learn more when you don't talk. You'll learn. Hell, if you don't ever, when you suspect your man of cheating and you don't never let him know you suspect him of cheating, he'll damn near bring a woman in the house with a bed and do it in front of you. Yeah, they're gonna get mad at me because sorry guys. I mean, yeah, if you just don't say nothing about your suspicions, he'll damn near bring the bed in your living room and put her in it and have sex with her in front of you. Don't let that go over your head. Because the more comfortable you feel with doing what you're doing, the more careless you're gonna become. The more careless you're gonna become. And really that's on both sides. But men, we're simple. We're simple, man. And like I said, this is assuming that the relationship is good. You know, because some people get out there because of the problems and, you know, the relationship is going bad. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about we're assuming that the relationship is all good, you know. The relationship is like dope, you know, keep you high all the time, natural high. So that's why I say to the women, treat your men good. Treat them good. Respect them. And for the men, treat your woman good. Respect her. Just try to have a conversation. And I know some men don't like to talk. I like to talk. I talk too much. Yeah, I do. I talk too much. But some men don't talk as much. And that doesn't mean he's spaced out thinking about another woman. Some people just quite don't talk that much, right? But you know what I'm saying? Just learn how to chill with your man without in his ear all the time. A lot of times a man know what he has to do around the house, but he'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? He'll get to it. And just like with women, men, we really have to give them all the attention that they need and that they desire. If she's treating you good and she's being attentive to you, talk with her. You know, a lot of women like to talk. Have conversations with her. You know what I mean? Talk to her. Listen to what she's telling you about the job, about friend, family member, or how her day went. Don't make it real fast, quick, and snappy. So, okay, don't do that. Sit there and listen to her. Look at her while she's talking to you. And comment. She's telling you these things because she wants to hear your input. She wants you to hear her, and then she really would prefer an input from you about whatever she's talking to you about. And so you should do that whether you're quiet or not. Relationships is about taking sacrifices for something. Certain things you may not like to do or interested in doing, make that sacrifice. Make the sacrifice and do it because she wants to do it. It's something she likes. So you just sit back and watch her be happy about what y'all are doing. You know, you never want your woman to be the decision maker. If you make her the sole decision maker in that relationship, your respect is getting ready to go out that door. You can't be indecisive because if she asks you, hey, what are we doing today? Don't never tell her, but let me, just say, hold on, give me a minute, I got an idea. Let me check something. Tell her that. But if you that indecisive like her, nah, that's a start. That's a start to a bad ending. You want your woman to always look up to you and respect you, man. You know what I mean? Although she screams all the time, she won't wants to be equal. She screams that all the time. I want to be equal. No, she don't. She don't want to be equal. She want you to be a good man to her. She wants you to be the head of the household. She wants you to be the main decision maker. All right? She wants to have that feeling that she can depend on you and rely on you. And you really can't do that if you're out there cheating on her. You're going to waver when it comes to that. Okay, so guys, if you got a good woman that at least cook for you sometime, or if she don't cook, she's at least learning and trying how to learn how to cook. If you got a woman that satisfies your needs when you want it and need it, and you got a woman that's a woman, when she out there in the streets, she represents. She's not out there being flirtatious and want to be seen by other men. You got a woman that's got those qualities, man, you better hold on to her and treat her right. You don't want to lose that, because that's rare these days. Think I'm lying? She go on social media. And look, news flash. The majority of them, they're not young. The majority of the women I've been seeing on there half naked and busting it open and all that, like 30s and 40s. Real talk. Real talk, man. It's crazy, yo. So you know those are the type of women to stay away from, right? Obviously. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about the good women that's self-respecting, but can put on some clothes that insinuates her figure. You know what that is? That's called sex appeal. So now you looking at her like, wow, she's sexy. But you looking at her, a man is looking at that woman in a way that, okay, man, that's real sex appeal. That's class. You're not looking at her as a sex object. And you have plenty of them on there. All bent over, coochie print. They pulling their tights all the way up to their neck so you can see the lips. That's a sex object. You can't look at that as sexy. You know what I mean? Come on. So some women do it to themselves, I get it. And some men do it to themselves. But if you find somebody that's good, not perfect, because perfect is fake, but good, hold on to them and just live a normal, happy, just, come on, it ain't that hard. It's really not that hard. So I want everybody that's got somebody good in their life to start to really think about what y'all been through and all the potential that y'all have to go to the next level in life with wealth, health, peace of mind. Think about that before you cheat on them with your job wife, job husband. It's weird, man. Think about that. And you need to value that. I'm talking about both sides now. Just value that. You know what I mean? Everything that look good, you already know it ain't good. And when you in a relationship, when you run across these little roadblocks, that's not a green light for you to just start going to seek attention from somebody else. That new person don't care about you. They don't. For the men, if you don't spend money these days, you ain't really gonna be cheating, because these women these days, you're gonna have to take them somewhere, and everything is high. Everything is high. If you ain't got at least $200, y'all ain't gonna have a good time. Hell, you probably be somewhere like Golden Corral. Shit. You know, it's costly. So now you're getting ready to lose a good woman, and it's finna cost you a lot of money. Nah. And for you women, if you got a good man and y'all going through some problems, he ain't cheating, but y'all going through other type of problems, that ain't no green light for you to go out there and start talking to another man. Cause he wants sex. And you might want to give him the sex. But you gotta ask yourself, is he gonna be there with me, stick by me if I get sick? What if I lose my job? Is he gonna be there for me? Especially if you done told this man you got a husband and he still deal with you, how could you think that's a good man? Think about that. He knows you married and he's still dealing with you. I don't care how he treating you. I don't care how he make you feel. How in the world could you ever think that this is a good man and he messing with you and know you married? I never figured. It's weird, man. Everybody is on some weird shit now. I'm sorry, y'all. It's weird, man. But you'll sit there and tell your friend, oh yeah, I'm seeing somebody, oh he good, oh he do this, he good. No, he's not. He's messing with you knowing you married. Come on. And the same for the men. She know you got somebody. I don't care how she make you feel. I don't care if she treat you better or if you feel like she treats you better than your wife. She's not a good woman because she's fooling with you and know that you are married. You go home to your wife every day, your kids every day. That's not a good woman. Because some people is like right now thinking about leaving a spouse for somebody that's on the outside. It's not, and you'll be doing the things, and if you leave your spouse for the other person, you'll wind up doing the things for that person that you should have been doing for your spouse that you left, and it'll be working. You'll have the time. You'll be done, like you may have been with your spouse 10, 20, 15, 20 years. You have time in. You can reflect back with that person, but you wind up doing it for somebody else. You could have just stayed at home and did it, and it would have made more than likely made that marriage work. So it doesn't make sense. If you're not ready to be married, don't get married. Don't. Cause and this goes for the women and the men. Wherever you get when you marry, not before, it's not yours. It's not. If you get a credit card, that's not your credit card. That's you and your spouse credit card. Whatever you buy, you can buy and for the ladies too, check this out. And I'm in Georgia. We in Georgia, and I know how the law works. If you go buy a necklace and a pair of diamond earrings for yourself, them ain't yours. That's yours. Because if he asks for that in a divorce, you probably had to give up one of them diamonds off of your ear. And I'm speaking from Georgia law. Nothing is just yours. If you buy it during the marriage, anything you got before the marriage, it can't be touched. Whatever bank account you have before the marriage, it can't be touched in Georgia. Whatever money you gain after you guys are married, it can be definitely touched and split in half. You buy a house, I don't care who name it in, buy a house while you married and see if you can put your spouse out and get to live in that house. Ain't gonna happen. Either you gonna have to give him the equity out of that house, him or her the equity, or you gonna have to sell the house and split what's left. This is how it goes in Georgia. So if you get married here, you really need to be loving that person all the way to the end and fighting to make it work. Anything good, you're gonna have to fight for it. Okay, don't believe all that fairy tale stuff. You gotta fight for it. And I mean, like, you fighting together. You're not fighting against him or her. You know, you fighting together. That's the fight I'm talking about. So I suggest, and especially for people that's 30 and up, that, come on, if you ain't did it by 30, just don't do it, because it really makes you look stupid to be running the street as a full-grown person, sleeping with this person, sleeping with that person, or just got this one person you're sleeping with on the side. It's just too much. It's unnecessary problems. We're dealing with enough problems. So to everybody, let's stop playing games. Let's fight together instead of fighting against each other, okay? Run Your Mouth Podcast. Dre Drizzle has spoken again. And I'm just trying to get it right. I want everybody to enjoy this life to the fullest. And it ain't nothing like sharing a good life with someone you love. Peace.
Chill. D-boy hits. Hey, Steve-O, man, pass the weed. Yeah. Do a little sip of that Remy too, my nigga. Yeah, my nigga. Smoke when we want to, we drink when we want to. This what we do, man.
Smoke when I want to, drink up the Remy. Smoke when I want to, drink up the Remy. Smoke when I want to, drink up the Remy. It's D-boy in the building and the whole squad with me. Smoke when I want to, drink up the Remy. Smoke when